When you heard a ruckus in the night and you come out to look in the morning and you see drag marks with leopard, you follow the drag marks. You follow them, and to your absolute amazement, it has dragged it into the room. I have no words. Unbelievable. There it goes, it was in the room the whole time. Get it, watch out everyone. It's there. Oh my God.
That is so crazy. The guy said in the comments that they were in there cleaning up. They've removed the Impala and everything. And then the leopard came out. Like, where was it hiding? Oh my gosh. You can hear the guy recording in his voice like, that's scary. He's scared, for sure. And this clip is from Nature is Metal. If you don't follow them, you need to. For nearly a decade, the Ranchita wood ape photo has sparked heated debates within the cryptid community. And I'm not surprised because this image shows an imposing figure. And many people have claimed that this is definitive proof of Bigfoot's existence. I had never seen this photo before, so I did a little digging. Our investigation traced this photo back to its true origins, which were in Southern California. The trail leads not to the remote woods, but to an aspiring comedian named Mark Anders, a self-proclaimed bodybuilding instructor with a peculiar fascination with apes. After his comedy show Max Out failed to gain traction, Anders pivoted to creating Bigfoot content. Using a high-quality costume, he and a friend produced multiple videos and screenshots, each claiming to be from different locations across the United States. What's particularly telling is that this photo appeared shortly after Anders documented himself filming gorillas at the San Diego Zoo, likely using them as reference for his performance. Well, I'll be. I guess this is what happens when entertainment ambitions collide with cryptid culture. Okay guys, I mean, what is going on here? Why would God place something on this big beautiful earth that is this large? This is the snake skin of a 21-meter long snake. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that most people watching this video are not from a country where there are snakes that get this large. But if you are, I need detail. Heck, you don't have to be from one of those countries. If you've got some insight, drop that in the comments, because this seems insane to me. Let's get into the rest of the video. Pine Island in Lee County is Florida's largest island, a maze of mangroves, swamp, and dense vegetation that provides the perfect hiding place for something that doesn't want to be found. It was here that IT professional Ken S. captured something unusual in the Gulf Coast waters. The image shows a large, dark figure wading through the shallows. I don't know, maybe I'm not skeptical enough. I thought this was a great picture, but apparently there's a distinctive feature that has sparked intense debate online. Get this, people are saying that this creature is completely bald. There's a gleaming reflective quality off its head. Digital imaging experts have noted several unusual aspects of this photo. One particular expert pointed out that if this is a bear, it's one bald bear. The light source is fairly gleaming off the top of its head. Yeah, I don't know. That seems kind of weak. A little nitpicky, if you may. I will say this, others raised a crucial point about modern photography, and this is one that I could possibly go along with. One of the readers is quoted as saying, "I just can't accept that the photographer only got one picture of this thing. Yeah, like, this creature's clearly not running away from you. Why is it that you only snapped one picture? Why isn't there a video? I really thought this was great footage, but now I'm not so sure." I guess this could be the elusive skunk ape cooling off in the water, but something a little fishy about the single frame capture. Let me know what you guys think. Share your analysis below, especially if you think I missed something. Video taken in West Virginia at the Snowshoe Mountain Resort shows something pretty sketchy in the sky.
That's crazy. Good eye.
No shit.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
This video really caught my eye. Here's the deal, we've seen so much stuff in our skies that I feel like we're desensitized to it. And even when President Trump took office, there was the announcement that the drones we had all been seeing were for domestic use, for military use. I've seen Starlink, I know what that looks like, but what is this? That doesn't look like the drones, that doesn't look like Starlink. I need to know what this is. No one in the comments knows either. Anyhow, I'd love your guys' thoughts on this. So, I mean, they're moving so quickly. They seem to be in a type of coordinated pattern. I don't know, but I need some info, and I know one of you guys knows something. December 22nd, 2000, just 3 days before Christmas, a family in Sarasota County, Florida, was jolted awake by a commotion on their back deck. The banging and crashing sounded like furniture being flipped over. But what truly threw them for a loop was something else entirely. A deep guttural grunting accompanied by a putrid smell. Cautiously, they peered through their back window. They captured the image of a massive hair-covered creature lumbering across their back deck. And they all said their first thought, definitely an escaped orangutan from a local zoo. Like, that's the only thing it could be. But when they sent this photograph to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, it quickly became something much more significant. Local cryptid expert Dave Shealy, who runs the Florida Skunk Ape Research Headquarters, has preserved what he believes to be footprint evidence from similar encounters. The cast shows a print significantly larger than any known primate in that region. So is this really photographic proof of Florida Skunk Ape? Was this family visited by something else? I don't know, for me, the stench really might be the key clue. I'd love to know your theories though, so drop them below if you will. In July of 1979, the peaceful area around Brassknocker Hill, just outside Bath in Somerset, became ground zero for one of England's strangest cryptid encounters. It basically began when local residents Ron and Betty Harper discovered their old oak tree had been savagely stripped of its bark. All of its bark. Days later, literally by August 1st, the destruction had spread to over 50 trees. Some branches were torn off up to 50 feet high. Experts say that whatever was doing this had teeth 20 times larger than a squirrel. Even more disturbing, and you'll hear about this in other encounters, is that wildlife began fleeing the area, leaving it unnaturally, eerily silent. Then came the sightings. Christopher Morris encountered a 4-foot-long bear-like creature with distinctive white rings around its eyes while driving through Moncton Combe. More witnesses followed up, describing something between a baboon, chimpanzee, gibbon, and lemur. The case exploded internationally. The RSPCA issued warnings about the potentially dangerous creature. People were going out and buying weapons. An 81-year-old man armed himself with a shotgun for nightly patrols. Even police officers witnessed what Inspector Michael Price described as a feral chimpanzee. Then one day, just as mysteriously as it began, the sightings and all of the destruction stopped. The sounds of the forest even came back. The squirrels and birds. So, what was the beast of Brassknocker Hill? Man, I don't know. This might be the site of some familiar scenery. If you remember from a few videos ago, a man reported that he captured a Bigfoot behind this red barn. Well, he says he's back. Patrolling his property in the pickup, the man spies the Bigfoot again behind the barn. Right there. Now I'm going to leave this one to you guys. I bought into the first one. I'm not so sure about this one. It looks like just a tree, or I guess potentially something propped up against it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. It's only right that we add a little humor to a steak video after posting that first one.
嘘嘘
And it's wild because the person in this tent probably felt like this was a 21-meter snake. So if you can, let me know in which way you're killing your friend that did this to you. Now, I've been fascinated with Chernobyl since I can remember. All of it, but especially the wildlife of Chernobyl. We honestly could spend hours talking about how tough these animals are, but look at a few of these that maybe weren't so fortunate. But again, these are all alive and wandering around, so there's something to be said for that.